cannot be finished day or two. It is told in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita and other books. Without the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, anyone cannot have attained the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Radha and Krishna. Everywhere it has been written. Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Katiya Mohan Prema Banya, the flood of Prem Mahaprabhu brought, and Nityananda Prabhu sent that flood to all persons in every door began to drown. So we are coming now in sweet pastimes of Krishna. When Dambandhan Leela was done, then one day all the aged gopis, they assembled. Upananda Prabhu told the brother of Nanda Baba, eldest, now in Gokul Mahavan there is scarcity of grasses. Cow cannot graze. And so many problems coming. Putana, Trinavarta, Sakatasur, so many demons are coming. So now we should give up this Mahavan, and across Jamuna River there is a very big forest, Vrindavan. Jamuna is there, Giraj Govardhan is there, very pleasant and very good place. I think it would be proper that we should take Krishna with all cows and we should start for Vrindavan. Next day, all the cows, like Ganga and Jamuna, like floods in a current, like a river, all began to march from there. After that, in the end, Nanda Baba, Jashoda in a bullock cart with Rohini, Krishna Baldev, and they started from Gokul Mahavan to Vrindavan. Anyhow, they crossed Jamuna and came to Chattikara. Chattikara means a village was made by the Nanda Baba order with bullock carts in a round way, half round way. From there, Bansi Bhat was there. Very beautiful forest there on the bank of Jamuna. Bansi Bhat was named after when he did ras and he played on flute. Before, it was a forest-like name, no name. After One day, Krishna was playing with cowherd boys, and he came to Belban, and there was a very big buck. Crane. Who will tell? You? You can? No. You? No? Then Madhu Maharaj speaks. No. I want that he should be given another service. Shyamrani can tell. बोले जाना
Microphone, please. Por favor. Ajnanatirmirandasya jananjana salakaya chakshurunmiritam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Vansha kalpatarupyascha kripa sindhubevacha patitanam pavanepyo vaishnavepyo namo namaha. First of all, I offer my humble Dandavat Pranam onto the lotus feet of my beloved spiritual master, Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Paribrak Acharya Ashtatatara Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. After that, I offer my humble Dandavat Pranams unlimited times unto all the Acharyas in our Guru Rupa Nuga Parampara, especially to Bharat Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Prakyan Kesava Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. I also offer my Dandavat Pranam unto Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Today we are observing his appearance day. Unto all the Vaishnavas headed by Tridandi Sannyasis, unto all the guests and mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters who have come here today to hear the nectarian Harikatha from the lotus lips of Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev is the direct manifestation of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. He is so kind to bless the country of South Africa with his presence, only out of kindness to invite all of us to come to the transcendental land of Vrindavan, which really is our home. In Vrindavan, we have heard yesterday and also today we are again hearing the beautiful pastimes of Sri Krishna. As a small boy, how he plays with his friends and how the influence of obstacles, problems, demons, are always present in Vrindavan to ignite and to encourage and to enhance the loving, affectionate relationships between Sri Krishna, his parents, his friends, and his beloved gopis. How can a demon come into Vrindavan? We may think it is not possible for a materialistic person to enter Vrindavan. Only by Yogamaya, the transcendental pastime potency of Sri Krishna, is all these beautiful pastimes are arranged in such a manner that, as we said just a minute ago, the transcendental affection is always increasing unlimitedly. In the spiritual world, there is no limit. If you stretch a rubber, it will at one point break. But in the spiritual world there is no breakage. Always love and affection is increasing. What we are hankering for in this world, really, it is available only there. We want to have a home in this world, but we all have to leave our home. Our real home is in Vrindavan, and the real representative of Vrindavan is here, Srila Gurudev, to invite us, please come to Vrindavan and visit all the pastime places of Sri Krishna. We can hear with our ears the beautiful Harikatha of the most exalted Vaishnavas describing the nectar of Krishna's pastimes. So as we heard from Srila Gurudev, now Krishna and all the cowherd boys, they have come to Vrindavan. Yeah. One day they went to the bank of Yamuna, and therein, on the bank of Yamuna river, there was one crane. In Hindi, Sanskrit we call Baka. Yeah. And Baka was standing, like this, on one leg. Yeah. As if he was very renounced yogi. Yeah. A yogi, very renounced. He doesn't want to eat anything, doesn't want to get involved in this material world, posing as very renounced, but in his heart, so many material desires are there. Unless and until the yogi is fully embracing the process of bhakti yoga, he will not be able to overcome the desires of the mind to enjoy sense gratification. There are numerous examples in Vedic literature of yogis who could not progress due to the fact that they did not want to acknowledge the relationship of devotion, that they are really originally the eternal servant of Sri Krishna. So here Bakasur is called the demon Baka. He was standing on one leg and waiting, like a crane, waiting if there is any fish anywhere in the water to catch. But really, he was sent by cows to catch Sri Krishna. He knew that time to time Krishna will come with the calves to the bank of Yamuna, and he will fetch them water, and they will sit there and render some picnic or anything. Yeah, so play in the water. So here, this great crane, very big, he was waiting for Krishna. Then his beak opened and he was about to catch Krishna in his big beak. And Krishna, he allowed that Bakasur to catch him in his beak, and at the same time, yeah, Krishna very easily, he bifurcated, yeah, the beaks, and the demon was finished. Yeah. In this way, he was also brother of Putana. Yeah, Putana had many brothers. We will hear more beautiful pastimes. And in this way, he obtained also Sarukya Mukti. Yeah. This was the causeless mercy of Sri Krishna. When Krishna appears, whoever comes in contact with Krishna, they will obtain the ultimate destination. So I will end my speech here. Srila Gurudev ordered me, if I can say something on Bakasura, it's the small pastimes. I want to again reiterate that there are so many persons who present themselves as very renounced, and they profess that they can help us, but really only the devotee of Sri Krishna can help us. We should feel ourselves extremely fortunate to be here this evening in the presence of Krishna's pure devotee. Hear carefully and take complete shelter at his lotus feet. Vancha kalpatribhyascha
Angyanatamanandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshunitam Jena Tajmai Shri Gure Namah. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namah. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Kripa Maya Jaya Noiti Panu Shri Rupa Sanatana Shaya Jaya Noiti Panu Shri Raghunatha Shma Shaya Jaya Noiti Panu Shri Swarupa Shaya. First of all, let me take shelter and offer unlimited sastandana pranams, the lotus feet of my Diksha Guru Maharaj. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Astu Tarazata Shishmaj Shila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. An equal number of sastandana pranams at the lotus feet of my Shikshan Sanyas Gurudev, Om Vishnupad Astu Tarazata Shishmaj Shila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. And to all the Vaishnavacharyas in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the assembled Tridandi Sannyasis, the guests, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, Hare Krishna. So we're very fortunate to be here taking shelter and hearing from the Lord's pure devotee. Under his guidance, we're discussing the pastimes of Sri Krishna. Krishna advanced in this world to exhibit his transcendental pastimes to attract us to our eternal home. This material world is not our real home, but it's a temporary place for us to reawaken our dormant love and affection and devotion for the Supreme Lord. So hearing these transcendental pastimes of Krishna exhibiting these leelas in Vrindavan, they actually destroy certain obstacles that we have in acquiring the qualification to go back to our original home. This pastime that was just spoken of Bakasura, he represents hypocrisy. By hearing these leelas, we don't understand it. It sounds to us like maybe even a history of fairy tale. These are transcendental pastimes, and they have great potency. By the Supreme Lord himself is performing these transcendental pastimes for his pleasure and for the benefit of the devotees who have an opportunity to hear these pastimes and enter into them. So it's necessary that we leave the Gandhi Hall in order to enter into these pastimes. It's necessary that we leave Lenasia, leave Johanasburg, leave South Africa. We want to leave the material world completely. We want to enter into Goloka Vrindavan. We can be there by our meditation and desire and leave this filthy world behind. So that now Srila Gurudev is asking that I discuss the transcendental pastime of Pralambasura. Aghasura. Aghasura, this demon Aghasura, a big serpent demon, represents sinful activity. Daily, the cowherd boys and Krishna and Balaram enter into the forest. The transcendental cowherd maidens have said that the perfection of the eyes to see Krishna and Balaram, accompanied by the cows, Krishna playing on his flute, Balaram on his bugle horn, entering into the groves of Vrindavan, accompanied by the cows, along the river Jamuna, on the banks of Govardhan. The atmosphere is very beautiful. The Jamuna river makes a very wonderful sound, and the breeze is blowing across her gives such wonderful fragrances of the flowers. Beli, Chameli, Jui, Kadamba, so many wonderful fragrances are there. Krishna is entering into the forest with the desire to take his cows out to graze in the beautiful pastures of Vrindavan. Kamsa is sending many different demons to kill Krishna because he's always meditating on Krishna 24 hours a day, only in fear of Krishna, not a beneficial type of meditation. So he's sending different demons to try to kill Krishna. Now he is sending Aghasura, who takes the shape of a big, big serpent demon. He enters in Vrindavan. He's not purified by the beautiful atmosphere of Vrindavan because his mentality is demoniac. The transcendental atmosphere will not penetrate his thick, undesirable consciousness. So he has such a big form that his lower lip touches the ground and his upper lip looks like it's in the clouds. He's how many miles long? 8 miles long. But the cowherd boys, they're wanting to play. And to them, it looks like a big mountain cave. So they go ahead of Krishna. Oh, let's go and play. Let's go and play. And look, there's a nice road leading into this cave. But actually, it's the demon's tongue. So without any fear at all, just desiring to enjoy the atmosphere of Vrindavan, they go into this cave. The smell isn't so nice because demons eat foul things. Huh? So they are in there and they actually lose consciousness. Krishna becomes amazed and he sees that his friends have just wandered into this big cave, but he actually knows it's a huge demon serpent. So he actually enters in also to save his friends. And there, the most wonderful thing happens. Krishna glances and sees his coward boyfriends who are unconscious, laying in the abdomen of the big serpent demon, Aghasura. He casts his glance on them and they all awaken. And then he expands himself, bigger and bigger and bigger. And he breaks through the skull of Aghasura. He pierces his head. And the demon is dead, crashes to the ground. So the demigods are seeing this from their heavenly planets. They're showering flowers on Krishna. They're beating on their drums. They're beating on their cattle drums. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna. The cowherd boys are amazed. Krishna's always doing so wonderful feats. They're not thinking he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's simply their wonderful friend with so many different wonderful and beautiful qualities. So while the demigods are looking on, Lord Brahma notices that out of the demon's skull comes his life air, his prana. The Atma then goes and merges into the lotus foot of Krishna. And he's thinking how wonderful this is. The yogi meditators for thousands of years, they're meditating on doing strict types of meditation, strict type of penances and mantras in order to obtain liberation and merging into the Swarup of Krishna. And Aghasura, who came to kill Krishna, has had the same wonderful result. So in this way he's amazed and he thinks, oh, I would like to see more pastimes of Krishna. I'm very curious who this boy is. So now we will have the opportunity, under the guidance of Srila Gurudev, orchestrating all of us, to narrate the different pastimes of Krishna. Just hearing these pastimes are very, very wonderful. Hearing the Krishna, he doesn't kill the demons, he liberates them. He gives them eternal existence and takes away their demonic conceptions of existence. By hearing the pastime of Aghasura, Krishna liberating Aghasura, it actually destroys our tendency for sinful activities in this world.
Brahma was in the sky and he saw how wonderful this pastime of Krishna. So he wished that I want to see another sweet pastimes of Krishna. So what became? Damodar Maharaj with his people.
Guruve Gaurachandaya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer my obeisances, lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, Om Vishnupad, Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, Tridandi Sannyasis, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. Thank you for coming to hear topics of Sri Krishna, which are like nectar for the heart of all souls. By hearing about Krishna from the devotees, one can develop relationship with him. Therefore, Krishna enters the ears of that person who is desirous of hearing about him. So we are discussing all the demons who are killed by the Lord. Actually, all of these demons represent faults or impediments that stop us achieving the perfection of pure devotion for Krishna. Therefore, Aghasura represents sin personified. So when the soul of Aghasura pierced through the Brahma root, the topmost section of the skull, and entered into the feet of Krishna, then Adiguru Chaturmukh Brahma became very much astonished. How amazing are the pastimes of the Lord! Because those yogis who meditate for millions of years, very difficult for them to achieve liberation. But even the demons who are killed by the Lord achieve liberation. Therefore Brahma became desirous, how I can see more of the charming and astonishing pastimes of Krishna. Actually, Lord Brahma is not an ordinary person. He is the creator of this material world, and he is a pure devotee of Krishna. In the beginning of the creation, he had darshan of Krishna, and then he spoke the 4 Vedas. So Brahma is not a foolish fellow. His bewilderment is not by Mahamaya or by the illusory potency. His bewilderment is by Krishna's own desire. Actually, certain acharyas like Madhvacharya, they refused to comment on this section of the Bhagavatam because they thought, how could our original Guru, Lord Brahma, become bewildered into acting in a way opposite to Krishna? But our acharyas, following the footsteps of Mahaprabhu, especially Jiva Goswami, said no, because Brahma's bewilderment was by the direct desire of Krishna. Like a doll that dances, who can avoid the desire of Krishna? Even Lord Brahma is not independent. So being inspired by Yogamaya, Lord Brahma, what did he do? He was watching the activities of Krishna. So Krishna was taking lunch, surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of thousands of his cowherd boys. Each boy had brought some preparations from home because their mothers were the gopis and they cook only for Krishna. Therefore the boys would push that in the mouth of Krishna. Oh, take Kanaya, take. And Krishna would chew their remnants very happily. So as that was going on, the cows and calves wandered off away from Krishna and the cowherd boys. Even though there were millions and millions of cowherd boys, each boy thought Krishna was only eating directly in front of me. No? And they were seeing the face of Krishna, which was like a blue lotus. So as the cow wandered off, then the boys became anxious. Hey Prabhu, where can we have to go and bring the cows, otherwise our parents will punish us. Then Krishna said, don't worry guys, I'll take care of it. So Krishna wandered off. In this hand was some yogurt and rice, and some chili pickle here, some mango pickle here, in his left hand. So as the Krishna wandered off, then Brahmaji had kidnapped all the cows and calves and hid them. And when Krishna wandered off to find them, then Brahma came and kidnapped all the cowherd boys. So when Krishna came back, there was no one left. So for a moment, it seemed as if Krishna was bewildered. And Brahma was also a little bit confused. Because you know, when you offer the yajna for Lord Vishnu, how much the Brahmana should be clean with clean cloth and tilak and mantra, then swaha, swaha, swaha. But this Brahma, Parabrahma Sri Krishna, he was wandering around like an ordinary boy, eating from his left hand. Only low-class persons eat from their left hand. So Brahma became bewildered. How this can be the absolute truth, the source of everything. He is acting like an ordinary person. So, when Krishna returned and there was no one there, no calves and no friends, then Krishna appeared to be bewildered. Then Brahma became even more confused. So what happened? That time, Sri Krishna manifested immediately as he manifested himself as thousands of calves and thousands of boys, which were exact replicas of the original. So, that time between Brahma kidnapping the boys and Krishna manifesting new ones, that was only 1 second. So in that 1 second, Brahma went back to his abode, which is Brahmalok. This universe is 14 planetary systems, and the top one is the planet of Lord Brahma. So when Lord Brahma went back to his own planet, what happened? Krishna had arrived there before him. And Krishna had himself taken the form of Lord Brahma and entered into Brahmalok. So Krishna told the doorkeepers and the security guards, be very careful, there's one artificial Brahma, a photocopy. So he's an imposter. So you make sure when he comes in, you give him a good hiding and kick him out. So Lord Brahma, when he came to because Lord Brahma had done the same thing to Krishna. He had kidnapped everyone and hidden them. And in Gita, Krishna says, Jaidatamam prapadinte tamstateva bhajahamyam. That way you approach me, I do the same to you. So when Lord Brahma came back to his own planet, what happened? The guard was there. Hey, get out of here. Then Lord Brahma said, are you crazy? You don't know who I am? I am the creator of the universe. I am your Lord and Master. And then the security guard goes, sure, buddy, give me another one. And with his stick, hey, get out. Then Lord Brahma, he ran away. Where do I go? Where do I go? Because someone who offends Krishna, where can he hide? He cannot hide anywhere in this universe. Because Krishna is in every atom as the Paramatma. So where can you go? How can you hide from the all-pervading Lord? So Lord Brahma came back, and what did he see? The same Krishna taking lunch with all his friends and all the calves. Then he became astonished. Am I dreaming? Because Lord Brahma has 4 heads. With 2 heads he was looking, oh, the boys and calves that I kidnapped are still there. And where are these ones? They are identical in every respect, including their speech, the color of the sticks, the color of their turbans. Then Brahma was thinking, which one is the original? Which one is the photocopy? He became confused. His head was reeling. Then Krishna decided to give him some mercy. Then when Brahma looked again, he saw each stick, each cowherd, each turban, each robe, each calf was his worshipful deity, 4-armed Lord Narayana. Then Brahma, his foreheads began spinning. He saw the unlimited opulence of Krishna. All his senses became stupefied and he fell unconscious. So, why Krishna performed this activity? Krishna fulfills the desires of everyone. Even the materialistic persons who worship him, Krishna fulfills their desires. So why will Krishna not fulfill the desires of the pure devotees? Therefore, all the young gopis, they had a desire, Krishna will be my husband, Krishna will be my husband. They weren't interested in marrying anyone else. So to fulfill the desires of the millions and millions of young gopis, Krishna had taken the form of millions and millions of cowherd boys. Then Gargachari, he announced, this time is a very good time for marriage. So all the young gopis, no matter how old they are, should immediately be married to these cowherd boys. And who were those cowherd boys? They were Krishna himself. In this way, Krishna fulfilled the desires of the millions of gopis. Also, all the elderly gopis of Vrindavan all had the feeling towards Krishna, Krishna is my son. I wish that I could also serve Krishna like Mother Yasoda and feed him my breast milk. Therefore, Krishna fulfilled their desires by becoming millions and millions of boys who were actually their sons. And also, all the cows had a desire. I'm not satisfied just being milked and my milk being made into sandesh and burfi and laddu and all that stuff. I want to directly feed my breast milk to Krishna himself. Therefore, Krishna became millions and millions of calves, and he drank directly from the udders of the millions and millions of cows of Vrindavan. In this way, by this pastime, Krishna fulfilled the desires of everyone. How much he fulfilled the desires of Lord Brahma and everyone else. Therefore, how kind is Krishna? To what great efforts he goes to make us happy, you know? But we are so ungrateful, we never think to serve him and back. Everyone still awake there? Haribol, only a few more minutes. So, Lord Brahma, when he saw this amazing opulence of Krishna, then he offered so many prayers. Tadburi bhagyam janma atava dirgokalapi katamangri rajobhishekam yastunikilam bhagavan mukundas tadadyapi studivi bijrameva. Brahma said, what's the use in me becoming the creator of the universe? Because I have so much pride, so much position, so much wealth, so much beauty and so much knowledge. But despite having everything, I could not render proper service to Krishna. Therefore, a mood of humility came. Gurudev always says, that much we do devotion, that much humility must come. If someone is very proud, oh, don't you know who I am great, who are you, ungrateful, what does that mean? No bhakti at all, because so proud. Therefore Brahma, he became humbled by Krishna. Trinadopi Sunichena. And what happened? He prayed, I hope in my next life I can take birth as a stone. Why? Because when the gopis walk to meet Krishna, Yastu Nikilam Bhagavan Mukundas, they have given everything to Mukunda. So when they walk and they go to meet Krishna, then their foot dust can come on my head and I can also achieve devotion to Krishna. Like when Gurudev comes in and intelligent people, what do? They bow to him and they touch his feet. Why? Oh, may your mood of devotion also come into my mind by your grace, by your grace. So, Aho iti danya brajagoramanya stanamrita pitam ati iti mood. He prayed, Krishna, even though the Vedas have been glorifying you since the beginning of creation, even though you accept the offerings of millions and millions of devotees who chant Swaha, Swaha by chanting of Vedic mantras, still you are not so much satisfied as you are satisfied by drinking the breast milk of the cows and the ladies of Vrindavan. So Brahmaji offered so many prayers. His prayers are very wonderful. And if you hear them, you'll become astonished. So, one more thing is there. This pastime has been going on for 1 year. So for 1 year, Krishna was doing all this with the Brijbasis. Then one day, the cowherd men had taken the big calves on top of Govardhan. And then Krishna had taken, and of course Krishna was the cows and the calves. So Krishna himself was down the bottom with all the young calves. So when the cows on the top of Govardhan saw the older calves, they ran down from Govardhan to their calves. So normally a cow likes her young calf, does not like the older calves who are already 1 year old. So when the cowherd man tried to stop the cows from going down, he could not stop them. Why? Because they had natural love for Krishna in the form of those cows. So the cowherd man could not stop them running down. And when the cowherd man could not stop them, they became very angry. And they came down, and the older calves were drinking the milk from the mothers, and the cowherd men who were very angry when they saw those boys, they began smelling their heads and became full of affection. So Lord Balaram was amazed. What is this? Is this someone's Maya? Whose Maya was it? It was Krishna's Maya. So I'll finish here. Jiva Goswami has explained, and Guru Maharaj explained last year in Italy. There are 3 sets of cowherd boys, 3 sets of calves. What was that? The original transcendental associates of Krishna. Lord Brahma cannot even see them, what to speak of stealing them. Therefore they had entered into the dust of Brajabhumi. A second form made of Maya, Brahma kidnapped them and kept them in the cave. And the third set, Krishna himself. Therefore these pastimes are so bewildering because there's 3 sets of everyone running around. So even Lord Brahma could not understand. Therefore, one cannot understand the Lord by one's own efforts. One should be very, very humble and take lesson like Lord Brahma took lesson. Then the Lord will give us mercy and we can achieve devotion. Thank you very much.
So he told, Ji Goswami has explained 3 sets of cowherd boys and cows. Brahma cannot touch real gwal and cows. So Mahamaya